Hello guys, welcome back to another movie review. Today we are reviewing The Pope's Exorcist. The Pope's Exorcist is a new horror movie. I'd say more of a thriller. It's not really scary, in my opinion. Starring Russell Crowe. He basically plays this exorcist who is part of the church, like the Vatican Church and stuff. And his name is Gabriel Amorth, and Father Gabriel basically goes around getting rid of demons and things that have possessed certain people, and he just removes them from the spirits and all that. And it's all about like the fact that like religion has like good and evil, and you need the balance in a way. It's kind of a bit like Star Wars in a way, like the Force, balance of good and light. It's all about that. So in a nutshell, he is basically the chief exorcist at the Vatican Church, and he is like called out to investigate a boy's terrifying possession. Now basically this boy hasn't said a word. Like, he saw some trauma, basically. I think his father passed away in a car accident, and he was in the car accident with him. His father passed away. He saw his father die, and he's never said a word since. So obviously he's got like his mum, and then he's got his older sister, and they move like from America over to Spain because like the father had like relatives, and they had like this big mansion thing, but it's actually like this abbey, like this old church, and they're renovating it and trying to do it up. And it's part of the renovation process. The builders and that basically knock a brick out, and they release this demon thing, and it takes over the boy basically. So Russell Crowe comes out, and he wants to save the boy. I did enjoy the film, the whole premise of it, but it did feel a bit mystery stroke horror-y. It was a bit like a puzzle film as well. Like there was like puzzles to figure out to get to the next stage type of thing. It was well done, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't something that I guess blew me away. You know what I mean? It wasn't going to be. You know, it's the Pope's Exorcist. It's a I say low budget, but it's not, it's not something that many people are going to see. There's 5 people in the cinema when I was there on opening, I think it was opening weekend. Russell Crowe though really surprised me in this film because, when you hear him speak when he's not acting, he has a very thick New Zealand accent, and when he's in films, he obviously puts on like an American accent or whatever. But in this film, he had to speak like some French and Italian, I think, and yeah, he was really good at that. More so Italian, I think it was. He was really good at that. He would switch between English and that, and you could tell it was real because I kind of know, not that I know Italian, but I know some words based on it, especially with the subtitles. So he obviously did learn Italian fluently to say these lines, which I thought was really good, and he did excellent in that. And yeah, the story itself was good. There was like, it's one of those films for me that has like peaks and troughs. It was like, it started really, really bad in my opinion. I thought, oh, here we go. Then it got really good, and then it got really bad, and then it got good and bad. It was up and down for me. And for that reason, I actually gave it a 3-star. It was good. Like, the actual ending of the movie was really good. Like, it was rounded out really well. The set pieces were also really good, and the whole like abbey thing that looked class as well was really, really, really nice. But then towards the end, then it just started to get a bit fantasy like, and like the look of it was literally as if I was watching something like Dungeons and Dragons. Like, it was just so out there that it just didn't make sense to me. But that being said, how it ended, it did set up like another one, and yeah, could be something good in the future. I also think this is based on like a true, like I say true story, but like, the actual guy, Gabriel Amorth, he was a real person, the exorcist, and he wrote multiple books. So at the end of the film, it did say like, you can go and read his books and all that type of thing. But it didn't give off vibes that it was like a true story. So I'm not too sure if it was like a fully true story or if it was like fabricated to be, just a film type of thing, based on stories and all that. It had some vibes in there that was like horror-y, but then it had some vibes that was like Game of Thronesy and like Lord of the Rings. Like, it was one of those. And then, like I say, then adding the puzzle aspect of trying to figure out what they need to do, it was just a bit hard to say what this film was because, like I say, I wasn't scared in it. Some people were in the cinema, but I don't understand why. It wasn't scary. It wasn't like, jumpy and all that. It was like a thriller, really, like a mystery thriller. It's hard to say, but Russell Crowe was good. Decent film, 3-star. Not going to be my best film of the year, not going to be my worst film of the year, but another film I've seen. So there it is. There is my review of The Pope's Exorcist. Have you guys seen this film? Let me know your thoughts down below if you have. And if you haven't, are you planning to? Let me know. Thanks for watching though, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.